Wow, it has been a while since we've done a Bendy video here on the channel. Bendy's third game, which is the final conclusion in the mainline Bendy saga, got its title revealed, and it is none other than Bendy and the Ink Factory. Not gonna lie to you, I did not expect it, but it makes all the sense in the world. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy SmackNPie. Today we're gonna talk about everything you need to know. This is the only video that you need to watch related to Bendy and the Ink Factory. What are we doing here? What is this game about? What are we gonna see? All of it in this video. Without wasting any more time, boys, let us jump into it. So we're gonna start off with the teaser, and in the teaser they say first we had the Ink Machine, then we had the Dark Revival, now it is Ink Factory, and everything must comes to an end. I'm gonna take you straight to the Steam page because that tells us mostly a lot of things that we need to know about this game. Bendy and the Ink Factory is a first-person survival horror. Return to the world of Joey Drew Studios like never before. The dark truth is hanging in the shadows, waiting to devour you. Sometimes literally, actually most of the times literally. The rubber hose nightmare continues. Probably one of the scariest type of nightmares is the rubber hose. It literally gives you nightmares, but eventually everything must end. Now you might be saying, Smack, it didn't give us much. Let's keep going. Hold your horses. The final conclusion to the Bendy trilogy arrives, completing the dark adventure that began in the Ink Machine, deepened in the Dark Revival. As the final installment in this iconic horror series, Bendy and the Ink Factory returns to present the ultimate climax to years of ink-stained mysteries, heart-pounding chases, unforgettable characters that have captivated millions of fans worldwide. Descend into the infamous Joey Drew Studios once more, where cartoon nightmares come to life, rising from their dark puddles, survive the horrific challenges of two worlds, bound by ink and a terrible machine. With a legacy of atmospheric storytelling, eerily beautiful hand-drawn visuals, and sudden encounters, Bendy and the Ink Factory returns to the series' rubber hose roots with an even darker and even inkier horror adventure. Everything must ends. And I like the fact that they added here, wishlist now and stay tuned. Get it? Because tunes. Bendy returns, ladies and gentlemen. So, a lot is going on, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, first person confirm, kinda sorta, duh. Second of all, there are a lot of things we know that Bendy the Cage got cancelled. One of the main reasons for it is that, well, not cancelled, put on shelf. They said a lot of things from it could be used better for the mainline Bendy game, which is here. Now, we will not waste time and go straight to the teasers. The first thing, as you can see, oh my goodness, if it doesn't give you Bioshock, it's like a Bioshock remake at this point. Gent, they're back as always, and this is really kind of sort of mixture from the art style, kind of sort of mixture of both Bather and Batum. Something different. They did say it's a completely different beast, and they did say they've learned all their lessons from Batum and Bather. And the first thing I want to talk about is that immediately confirmed a long time ago that the Bather shadowy bluey thingy is gonna be removed, and it's gonna be more closer to the golden palette of Batum. Not saying it's gonna be exactly that, because from the screenshot that we're seeing here, it's like a mixture of two, more so like doing its own thing. Like you put all three games in together, and this one stands out on its own, just like Battle stood out on its own compared to Batum, and Batum is like a different thing in and of itself. So yeah, as you can see, far more crazier, a lot more ink puddles this time. One would have to wonder if you get close to it, you get, you know what they do, things like this. I hope the animations this time, because we're coming back to the rubber hose, I hope this time it's a more like a mixture of the two, a mixture of Batum and Bather. We're going to come back to this teaser in just a second. The second one says, what am I? Now, it was also confirmed that there will be new characters that will be featured, but the story is mostly going to revolve around the old existing characters, the fan favorite characters, but most specifically, they will be getting their, quote, fitting and ultimate conclusion, for better or worse. We're talking about a plethora of characters that have featured throughout Batum and Bather, right? We've seen what happened with Audrey, we've seen the expansion of this ink world in Bather, but as always, we go back to Batum. The characters from Batum, they stand out a lot more than they did in Bather. I love Bather, but I sitting here, I couldn't tell you the final boss name. It's John Wilson. It has been so long, ladies and gentlemen. And the third picture gives us a kind of sort of shadowy thing. It's fitting, ladies and gentlemen. We get a kind of sort of shadowy look at Bendy Ink Demon himself. Now, it was also confirmed that Ink Demon will be getting a brand new design, kind of sort of redesign for this third and final game. And again, the art style, it is really doing something to me. So I guess Meatly's wish is finally coming true. He's getting more closer to that Bioshock art style than ever before, and it's like if Bioshock was even more scary, even more horror-ish, this is what it would look like. But yeah, story-wise, I couldn't tell you what was going on. Now, since it's the factory, and we're seeing those like metallic pipes, we're seeing a more industrial type of things, if you will, one would have to assume that there's going to be a lot of metallic weapons, and there are going to be a lot of metallic enemies as well, which brings us back to Bendy the Cage and the teasers that we've had for Bendy the Cage. We saw the wrench, we saw some of these enemies, robotic enemies, metallic enemies. It makes all the sense in the world, honestly. So fans are already speculating that characters like Tom and Bendy animatronic will make their return. Honestly, it's a given. Since it's the final game, most of the major characters will probably make their return anyway. But ladies and gentlemen, and they didn't give us any release date, but I would assume they're hoping for 2026, mid-2026. Kind of love that spot, but I wouldn't put it past October of next year if we're being honest, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back, relax. There are a lot of games in between from now till then. There's Bendy movie in works as well. We just got Bendy the Wolf, so we are back, they are back, Bendy fans are back. Little Nightmares is coming soon, Silent Hill F is coming soon, Super Darkness Chapter 2, Darkness Even Enhanced, then next year Chapter 5, Bendy. We're eating good, ladies and gentlemen. Susu for more 100k. I'll see you in the next one.